Hey Talesverser, welcome back to the channel. There's this personality type that quietly walks through the world without making much noise. People often describe it as dreamy, sensitive, or a little out of step with reality. In MBTI terms, it's INFP, the mediator, the idealist, the healer. On the surface, they can seem reserved, lost in thought, or even hard to read. But when you spend time with one, or when you are one, you start to realize something completely different. You start to see one of the most underrated and powerful forces the human personality has to offer. INFPs carry an inner world that's rich and complex. They feel everything deeply. They notice the small details others walk past, the way light falls on a leaf, the unspoken sadness in someone's voice, the quiet beauty in something most people ignore. That depth isn't a flaw, it's a lens. It lets them see meaning where others see routine. It lets them feel values others overlook. It lets them care about things that actually matter: authenticity, kindness, fairness, creativity, even when the world tells them those things don't pay the bills or win arguments. That sensitivity gives them a rare kind of strength. They can sit with someone's pain without rushing to fix it or turn away. They listen in a way that makes people feel truly seen, not just heard. They create art, stories, music, ideas that come from a place of real emotional truth. Their work doesn't always chase trends or likes. It chases honesty, and sometimes that honesty touches someone else's life more deeply than any viral post ever could. The world needs that. In a time when everything is optimized and surface level, INFPs remind us what it means to be human. They also have a natural rebellion inside them, not the loud, angry kind, the gentle, stubborn kind. They refuse to go along with something just because that's how it's always been done. If a rule or a system feels wrong, they won't follow it, even if it costs them approval or status. That moral backbone is rare. It makes them the ones who stand up for the underdog, who question unfair systems, who live according to their own code instead of someone else's. They don't shout about it, they just quietly refuse to compromise what they believe is right. Creativity runs deep in them too. INFPs often have inner worlds full of imagination, symbolism, and meaning. They turn feelings into poetry, ideas into stories, pain into purpose. They see beauty in broken things. They find hope in places others see only darkness. That vision isn't weakness, it's a gift. Of course, this archetype has its challenges. The same depth that lets them feel beauty also lets them feel pain more intensely. They can get lost in their own heads, overthink decisions, or struggle to take action when things feel overwhelming. They can idealize people or situations and then feel crushed when reality doesn't match the vision. They can feel out of place in a world that values efficiency over empathy, results over process. But those shadows don't cancel out the gifts. They just mean the INFP has to learn how to ground the dream without killing it. The real power of INFP comes when they stop apologizing for who they are, when they realize their sensitivity is not a flaw, but a lens, when they channel their idealism into something tangible, a project, a cause, a relationship, a piece of art, when they trust that their quiet way of seeing the world is exactly what the world needs more of. They don't have to become louder or faster or more practical to matter. They just have to keep showing up as themselves. If you're an INFP, know this. Your way of being is not too much or not enough. It's rare. It's needed. And when you stop trying to fit into a world that wasn't built for dreamers, you start to see how much space there actually is for you. You don't have to change who you are. You just have to trust that who you are is already enough. Comment below if you're an INFP or know one. What's one strength you see in this type that doesn't get talked about enough? Like if this made you feel seen, subscribe if you want more personality deep dives, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. Stay true to your inner world. See you soon.